Guys, this is Ruth from Team New here. I'm here with Brandon and his Satellarknight deck. Brandon, how did you do this weekend?
I went like X-3, but like I fucked up in the Necros match.
Okay, so let's see your deck.
3 Deneb, literally like no reason not to play 3. 3 Altair because this card and this card like best combo in the game. 3 Nickel High because we want to see Deneb. 3 Vega because this card like is like basically like a 2-card Trevere, which is like the whole point of the deck. T-King, auto win against Necros, technically Cleavefort.
Did you not find T-King though a little bit cloggy with, searching so much in the deck?
No, because since you play like Rotas, the Nebs and Nikolais, you basically like thin the deck out. So if you draw this turn 1, if you don't know what you're against, usually you can summon this without fear and it can usually be decent. Played 2 Max C because decided not to play Upstart at the last minute, even though it's like better ratios for Deneb. But since this card against like Burning Abyss specifically, since I was kind of fearing that coming into this, this card is like such a good card because you can drop this and you just like go plus.
Would you have changed the Maxis out for the Upstarts if you were to do it again?
It really depends on the format. If the format changes from like a ban list, then maybe. Otherwise, no. Move on to spells then. 3 Rota because there's like no reason to play, it's the same as Deneb. 2 Insta-Fusion because Norden is very powerful with this deck and there's like a lot of combos you can do because of this card. Regeki, Book of Moon, Soul Charge. Soul Charge is literally like why this deck is actually still pretty good because you can make like, if you play it Ronald, or Ron Gomnia, but like I decided not to play it for this tournament because I'm just not a fan of it. Moving on to traps then. 3 Call because there's no reason not to play it. Like gets you a search, gets you basically whatever you want. Oasis is just another call, except it's not as good because it summons him as Worm. 3 Fiendish Chain because you can rehash it with Trevor. 3 Alpha, counter trap and can stop Solemn Warning, which is like really strong in this deck. Other than that, it's a free draw most of the time. 2 Mirror Force because this card literally blows out nearly every deck except for Burning Abyss maybe. And Cosmo technically. 2 Breakthrough because I hate Winda and I hate Unicorn and this card literally saved me like a lot of times. The 1-offs, Vanities because it's an all-win against any deck, special summons at least. Bottomless because the card's busted. It basically gets rid of any problem card you want. Torrential because this card just destroys Cleavefort. Like I played against the guy who was playing Turbo Towers. I opened like these 3 against him and like I just straight up won because you can't come back whenever you lose your entire field. Your Pendulum Summon gets like completely bottomless, so you can't get the cards back, and then Warning because they go to grave. Side or extra?
We'll do extra next. Is there anything you change in your main deck?
I would change the entire deck and just play a different deck because Tellers aren't really that strong at the minute. But I like the main deck overall. The only thing I maybe would change would be like maybe add more traps because although I've seen a lot of traps, I didn't see like good enough traps. Like I maybe add like D Prisms or another Mirror Force. On the extra then, play Diamond because like there's no point not playing this card. You can summon against Shadalls and if they don't have Breakthrough then they kind of can't play the game for a few turns. And it's also good against the Infernoid because if they try to activate Reasoning or Monster Gate, all of their stuff just gets banished, and unless they have Burial, which is like a 1-off, so it's pretty rare, they're gonna go pretty neg. Delteros because we're playing Terrorlights, no reason not to play this card. Double Trevere because it's better than Delteros in most situations, and you want to like loop this card as best you can because you basically delay your opponent's turn. Excalibur because I don't want to always tires. Castel, probably one of the best rank 4s in the game at the moment. Saiton because fuck Cleavefort. Tsukiyomi.
Why to Tsukiyomi?
Right. Everyone like hates this card, but I love it because if you're going against like Necros or something that like you have to drop your hand for, or if you open like just shit like I normally do, yeah. This card can like get you like good cards, and you can ditch like the best matchup that I played this card against was against Cleavefort. I opened Vega Nook, so I summoned Vega Nook, made this, set my entire hand except for Breakthrough Skill because it's dead in the Cleavefort matchup. I ditched the breakthrough skill and I drew Vanities and TT, which is just like the best cards I could have drawn against a Turbo Towers player. Now, like against Necros, it means you can't get like Trished as easy because like majority of the time you're gonna like you won't draw monsters because you play so few. You draw traps, so you can just set them on, clear your hand. That's why I play that. Emerald because it's Emerald. I want my like Altairs back. Dweller because there's a really sick combo you can do in this deck with Norden where you summon Norden, you make this, you equip this to it, the Rhapsody, which is pretty easy to do. It's only it's only 4 monsters, which in Tellers is like simple, and you're already basically getting 1 monster for like the price of 2. Or sorry, 2 monsters for the price of 1. This goes up to 33, I believe it is, which, no sorry, 35, which, or 34, 35, I can't remember which, and Necros cannot out this at all unless they have like Book of Minarigeki, which are one-offs, which we don't play around. Next will be Cowboy. This card is like just ridiculously good because you steal games with it, so there's no reason not to play it. Ptolemaeus because sometimes you can't like get free tellers turn 1 to make like a Trevere or a Delteros to overlay into. So sometimes like if you open Vega and Nook, you can make this and then go into Diamond and then shoot all players or Infernoids can't really play that well. Then obviously the Rhapsody because it's really strong against, it's really good in the Mayor specifically, but it's also good if you have like dead XYZs. Other than that, like, I don't know, I wouldn't drop it to be honest. 2 Norden because we play 2 Instant Fusion, although a lot of people only play like 2 Instant Fusion and 1 Norden because you can rehash it with the Emerald. I wouldn't play 1.
So Brandon, I noticed there's no Rondoniad in the extra deck. Is there a reason for that?
Basically, I had the choice of either playing Tsukiyomi or Rongomniad, and I had never once had the situation where Rongomniad would have won me the game when I have 5 monsters on my field I can make Rongomniad with. So I'd rather be covered for the Necros matchup and then be able to like save like really bricky hands, so sometimes you can't just open absolute dog in this deck, even though it's pretty consistent. So yeah, that's why I played it. I honestly, I like Rongomniad, and it's like, it's an auto win against nearly any deck if you get it out, but my theory was if I have 5 monsters on the field, I could make at least 2 XYZs that would be like just as good as Ronald, if not better, so there's no point playing Ronald like a tournament like the LLDS.
Okay, and your side deck?
3 MST because I don't want to main this card because Necros and Shadolls is kind of pretty bad against. Like, I'd side them in game 2 free against them like every time unless I knew they were just siding Dinkos in. Otherwise than that, this is like the best card against Clay Fort. Makes them cry like little bitches.
Which they are.
Yes.
They are.
2 Shared Ride. I literally had 2 spaces on my side deck left, and I had this card. I looked at it, I read it, I was like, well, this card can work pretty well against Ba, Clay Fort, Tellers, Necros. Yeah, because it's from Graveyard as well, so Dante adds. 2 Diffusion, because Shadolls is this deck's worst matchup right now, and I'm really salty against Shadol players.
Is there a reason that you're salty against them?
Well, for one, they always drop BLS on me, and like even like whenever I played against Shadolls round 1, I knew they had the BLS in hand. Like, even though I flipped Vanities up before he did it, he still had the MST. So like you can't really outplay that, man, can you? 3 Shadowmare because fuck Shadolls. See, like, I don't really care about Bad, to be honest. I never play Bad, so I don't really know. 2 Iron Wall because I don't want to play free, and this card's pretty good. 2 Mind Crush because I love to outplay people and bait people with this card. Because I played against this Necros guy, like round 3 I think it was. And I kept this card for so long for his Trish because I didn't have an answer to Trish. He activates Kaleido to drop Unicorn on me, and I bottomlessed it just because, like, just to make a thing I didn't have Mind Crush, and as soon as he adds the Trish, because most people only play 1 Trish now, I Mind Crushed the Trish, and I basically won the game because of that single play. Then Soul Drain because, like, I need to have some insurance for decks like Bar or whatever the hell it is this card works against. I don't know. I'll fuck Mermail.
And is there anything you'd change in your extra or your side?
I like my side. I'd probably take the Shared Rides out though. I don't think I sided them once. Maybe I put in like Lanceas or something. Just more insurance against other decks.
Okay, any last words?
Don't play Tellers, or a bad deck, but if you like this deck, I think this build's pretty decent. that's about it. Oh yeah, Cosmo's our best deck.